I will assume that those are not things wreaking havoc on whatever that is. If they are, I have not been asked to deal with them. Where did you run in? Oh, there you are. Hello.
We need to get to the bottom of it.
Agreed.
Whoever sabotaged the robot is in for it.
I'm surprised you aren't hiding, Mr. Wilson. You wanted me, though, to go check on security logs. And apparently they're this way.
So we're gonna have a house, Mom?
That's what Mr. Tate is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
A for real house? Like the ones in the core?
It's not going to be a manor house.
Why not move in after the construction, then you don't have to move out? Unless you mean you move out of wherever you currently are staying. Once construction...
Carrots are coming in nice.
I don't know.
Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Not my concern, I would say. Random structure. Is it? Oh, I think it's
I don't like those.
in the headquarters for the Freestar Rangers, maybe? Maybe not. I don't think
Be
it
careful if you run into those
is.
ecliptic germs. Fly around.
Yes, I'm aware. I've had enough run-ins with them to be wary. I feel like sometimes my chronomark is like inefficient, to say the least. Know what I mean? Do you even have a chronomark?
You're out there a lot, right?
I don't see
Space.
one.
Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers.
Can you like
Scum
not
of the
run
galaxy.
into my
Robbing,
companion?
stealing,
That was
killing.
rude.
The Crimson Fleet don't trust them.
It's Galbane. Where in the empty nest? Where in the freaking world am I supposed to go? Do you remember Andrasia? 'Cause I, for one, do not. Where is it? False positives. Davis Wilson's said that there is a terminal that would have had to have... I'm tired. There's a terminal that would have had to be used to control the security robot that was agitating the Ashta. Okay. Wow, that's that's really helpful. Search for security logs.
I get so nervous before I ground jump. Like, what if the ship jumps without me?
You don't say.
Yeah, what? What if the ship... whatever. I'm more concerned about what lies on the other side of the grav jump. Mercenaries, you know. Ne'er-do-wells. Ecliptic people, I don't know.
It's tough living here.
Just gonna...
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
Is that so?
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
I'm sure they don't. Maybe you should tell them.
This city is so large, yet retains a sort of rustic feel.
Yeah, it's a
Find it
little...
comforting.
I find it strange. Keep an eye out for me, will ya? Hello, don't mind me. Just, exploring. Shoot. I get the feeling that we're not gonna find it all that easy.
Don't
Hello.
you worry. Those walls are solid. Ain't no ash to get in here.
That's good. There's something wrong with your
Brother-in-law just got
terminal.
back from 2 weeks in
I'm
Paradiso.
going to have to investigate it because there's something
Amazing.
poking through it. Patrol notes. Today's notes. Small pack of Ashta on North Ridge. Another fight at Aggie's. 2 people in lockup until they sleep it off. Little Miss Emily caught an actual pickpocket. Gave her a sticker. Didn't go over well. I'm not 6, she said. Weird. Almost had a shootout by the spaceport. Not quite sure what was up with that. No one's pressing charges. Wasn't me. I think. I haven't been in a shootout recently, at least in Akila. Equipment checkout. Repaired sidearm, Wilson. Canteen, Wilson. Baton, Levita. If anyone can find Almeto's helmet, there will be a reward. There's a picture of his son in it. Has sentimental value. How do you lose a helmet? Like, for real. Data corruption. Last entry, Kirkland.
I have to look at one more vacation photo. I'm gonna clean his clock.
Mr. Tate, he's a realtor, has been trying to organize something for the folk of the stretch. He's a good man.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Yeah,
It sure is something.
probably. Could have been someone else's ship. Are you... Hey!
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
Yeah, where are you going
Oh.
so fast?
Hey there. Back already. Davis said something about you going on patrol with him? He's... he's alright, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out there.
I mean, aside from the loss of a robot, he's probably not going to be too happy when he hears it, when he sent that out there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh no.
Look, people getting hurt was never part of it.
Maybe you shouldn't have done
Davis
it.
has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job.
I don't know why
The damn
he's so
robot was
stressed.
just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down.
I am wholly confused by this entire situation because I don't know why he's so stressed about these sensors when it's just trying to collect data about the Ashta, and the Ashta don't seem to be that big of a deal, and then you just went and made it worse, and then got a robot destroyed. I'll see if he wants to go easy on you.
It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
Yeah,
You could at least be thankful that leniency is being offered.
thank you, Andresia. Someone sees sense in my offering. Good to know you've got my back. Not that that was ever in
That
doubt.
bank robbery sounded intense. Could have gone down.
Oh, yes, it was very tense. It was incredibly dangerous. Yes,
The work is surprisingly
life or
affordable.
death
The
situations.
early
It was like,
settlers here were quite practical.
yes, they were. I had to think about like how that all turned out. I think I've gone through a lot since that bank robbery incident with Sam, but I believe we had to defend ourselves against the violence of the bank robbers, and that our violence
We should be on the guard
overpowered.
if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
I don't see that. Just being honest. But our violence overpowered their violence, and they passed. If you catch my drift. Oh, Davis, where are you? I've got news. There you are.
Hopefully, you're not some UC drone.
Piss off.
That robot could have killed people.
Yeah, could have.
The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty.
Well, that's
you have any
unfortunate.
better luck than I did? Know who's responsible?
Yeah. Kirkland, Bailey Kirkland. She's the one who did it. She stated that this whole Keone situation was affecting your performance on the job, and she wanted to like mess up her data or some nonsense. I don't know. It's pretty stupid.
You serious?
Yup.
Oh, Bailey, what were you thinking?
She probably
My
wasn't.
own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's going crazy.
A little bit.
Well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much. Not made of money around here. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful.
Whoa! It's almost like weird. Crazy. Don't want to like... Well, there's probably other things I can do to stave off the time, I suppose. Well, yeah, let's take a look. I seem to remember there's a fair amount I could be doing here on Akila. Nope. Yeah, just talk to a bunch of random people. Ooh. I have to go to Earth sometime. Visit the Osaka landmark. Interesting. No. Cool. That was a waste of time. Refurbished goods? No. No. I absolutely have zero interest in that. Mira Wolf in the Low House. Rough Landings. Jansen family. Late bloomer. Leah? Where is she? I think she back on... Oh, no, she is here.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move.
Yes, of course, definitely. People do dumb stuff. Let's go this way.
You didn't hear this from me. With those ecliptic mercenaries, factions use them sometimes. Free start collecting.
Okay, I don't care. Not my problem. As long as they aren't coming after me. Apparently this way still. We are looking for some scientist type, I think. If I'm not mistaken, this particular instance, Andrasia, is related to some massive tree on New Atlantis. In New Atlantis, correction. Heritage? Apparently in the museum.
I spent significant time here meeting with smugglers. Brings back memories.
Hello, Miss Gassler? Is that you?
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself.
Cool. On a different subject, I'm looking to talk about a tree branch. I know that sounds a bit odd.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've
Loosely.
received some odd messages of late.
Very loosely. Consider it more of a freelancer, private contractor, that sort of thing. I generally try to keep out of most things.
A lot of that these days. You do what you have to, I suppose. But I can't see myself taking jobs from the UC. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your
sometimes you don't
time
have a
because
choice.
I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
For crying. Why can...
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
Great. Let's be reasonable. How is the museum going?
Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips.
Yes, it is bustling with people right now. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. It is late at night. At the same time, why are you even awake? Why are you open right now? Seems like a very poor business decision. Whatever. What can you tell me about the history of Akila City?
Akila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The
Cool.
planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall.
Walls do have a tendency to limit growth, yes. What happened after the whole building outside the wall? Is that the Ashta attack?
There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Akila City is the proud capital of the Free Star Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to.
Fascinating. Perhaps.
Just taking it in? The history.
It is remarkable. What about Solomon Coe? I seem to have met a few of his descendants.
Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Akila City and the father of the Free Star Collective.
Right.
He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in
Intriguing.
life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars.
Very interesting. Very fascinating. Early pioneers. Really, founded, put their feet on new grounds.
The bravery and
Quite literally.
heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps.
He didn't do it
During
alone.
the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world.
Let's not be
He named our
deluded.
star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Akila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Akila City, and his descendants still live here today.
I know. Well, not all of them. Perhaps. I do travel quite a bit. I can keep my eyes open for things to bring to your museum.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Priceless. What are we looking for?
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled system.
So you
These
said...
documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests.
I can understand the importance.
Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I
Weird.
have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man.
Solomon,
He
I'm
sold off
assuming?
various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
Noted. I will keep my eyes out.
Thank you. Think of the future generations
not
that
out.
could
They
benefit
stay in my
from
head.
seeing such important history.
Yes, of course. Yes, about that tree branch.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Is it though? I can be kind of annoying. You know, like continually asking and asking and asking until you just decide to either like give in or kick me out. And then I just come back later asking for the branch again.
Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good.
That's what I thought. And I'll bring it back. I have no intention to keep it. I have no use for a tree branch. And I'll make sure, through threat of force if needed, to make sure that the dumb scientists on Jemison don't do anything bad to it.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
There you go. See? Being reasonable is great, isn't it?
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Aye. The amount of trouble. The amount of time I've spent. I don't know what that sound is. The amount of time that I've spent, Andresia, figuring out one singular problem related to a bloody tree is astounding. Oh my goodness. Runaway, nope. I have to go back to Mars. Probably. Yeah, definitely on my yeah, it's definitely on my board of things to do. No, it's a neon. Juno's hailed by members. Oh, that was that. Do I or don't I? I don't know. Okay. Blast zone. Help people of the stretch. Davis Wilson. What do we got going on here? Is this still? It's on Akila. What's the harm in going and chatting with this Mr. Tate? Was it? Probably not a huge issue. But I am going back and forth across this bloody city. I could have done this more efficiently. Probably. But, you know, here we are. It does have a certain level of charm to it, don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite. Are you?
I love my job. So many memories of happy homeowners building new lives.
Cool.
Do
Hello.
not be surprised if
Nice
your
to meet
balance
you.
is
I'm Mr.
off.
Tate, and
It is not
you have
It
the
is
look of a
gravity
newcomer.
here.
Welcome to Akila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further.
I don't think I'm in the market right now.
It doesn't hurt to hear about them, though, right? I have 2 properties for sale.
I get the feeling I
This
won't
one
have much
here
of a
is
choice.
refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them?
Tell me about... I'll humor you. Tell me about the core manor.
It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious.
I don't know
oh
about
my.
that.
So much space. And the price is a veritable bargain.
78,000 credits is definitely not a small chunk of change, but it is also, at the same time, not likely to put a massive dent in my
I
pocketbook.
can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care.
He's calling us poor. I see his ploy to get us to spend the money. It's not gonna work, Mr. Tate.
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tate.
Yes, of course. What about the Midtown house?
It's an unfurnished one-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested?
Fascinating. 45. No.
A shame. Well, if you change your mind, just let me know.
Yes, I will. You irritate me. I don't know why. What? What was I? Blast zone. Guard said that Mr. T has been trying to help the people of the stretch. I might be able to... I don't want to buy a house. I just want to talk to you about whatever you're trying to do to help people.
I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself.
Cool.
Wait, before you go.
Oh, for crying out loud.
My instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment.
You calling me stupid?
Are you familiar with mining lasers?
Yes. I'm not certain what you're trying to insinuate, but I did work for Argos Extractors recently.
Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing. But the land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared.
Aha. What's your angle? This seems like a little bit too good to be true. You just are you truly helping people, or is this about padding that bottom line?
When I came to Akila City, I had nothing. I lived in those hovels like the rest. Ages ago, the Low House helped me, and I would help in return. True,
Okay.
I will charge rent, but only as much as I must.
Okay. I'm willing to help.
There is some pay, but everyone involved in this project is doing so at a discount.
Understandable.
Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
Okay. He seems legit. Shockingly. Where are we, I'm gonna do this a dumb way, Andresia. I recommend not following my example. Oh, there we go. I would... Oops.
Blowing off some steam?
Yes, that's a way to put it, I suppose. Please be careful where you're walking. I don't want to accidentally laser beam you. You know what I mean? Probably is not good for your health or our working relationship. Alright. They act as though these things are like difficult to work with. You literally just point at something and you pull the trigger and it goes bzzz, and then it's like boom, rock gone. But, you know, whatever. He doesn't want to do it. I get paid. Less fortunate people get help.
A pleasure to see you again. My manor in the core has been approved by both the mayor and the historical committee.
Lovely.
Not strictly necessary, but it means you can buy it with a clean conscience.
Okay, it didn't matter to me one or the other. All that hard rock is gone.
Marvelous. One step closer. I can't wait to tell Miss Wolf. I know it's not much, but this is well earned.
It's respectable. It was a quick and easy job. It's more than I would have anticipated. 3,300 credits.
It'd help if I had a couple cheat days.
Sorry, what? Yeah,
What?
Wasn't listening.
Yes. People. Cheap days, I don't know. Little spun around. There is a certain charm, I will give you that, Andreja, of this party.
Get called on one more drunken disorderly.
What else would you rather do? Would you rather... Come back here. Would you rather deal with a drunk, disorderly person, throw them in, like, jail for the night while they sober up, maybe fine them for disorderly or whatever you want to do, or, hear me out, you walk beyond the walls, and you deal with the mighty, fearsome, man-eating Ashta.
Rock might have some.
I know my choice. I have a good idea of what your choice would ultimately be too. And that choice would not involve venturing forth
City's really the heart of the
past these walls. Hi. I think the same would apply to you. You're safe and cozy up on this wall, but once you get out there, into the wilderness where you're face to face with the fearsome Ashta, changes a man. Yeah, a bit much. I agree.